understand sort of the difference between, we're playing guard out here on the back, and there's a difference between like me being down here and also me coming up just a little bit, so I'm just kind of like seated. From this seated position, like I have pretty good mobility, so meaning like I can follow Dan pretty well, like so I'm not like on my back trying to like worm my way and face him. Being seated offers me like a lot of mobility, but I think like compared to being on my back, being seated is harder to carry weight. So like if Dan comes in and tries to like push me, like yeah, you see like it's a little bit harder to carry weight, and I kind of have to be careful about that. So like I have some mobility advantage, but my ability to carry weight is a little bit reduced. Whereas like on my back, I lose the mobility advantage, but my ability to carry his weight is a lot better. So like we were talking about that when it comes in hard and I can frame, and I just have like a lot more of my body is on the ground to push back again. I'll let you guys decide like which guard you like to play. Generally, like people say that like when you start to play bottom, that you shouldn't just fall to your back because you're giving up like all of this distance that you could play seated. So like if you have like a good seated guard, like maybe you can enter in on like single leg X's here, or like if you really like wrestle ups, you guys can play all of those. It just offers like I have some gain here before I fall to my back, before Dan puts so much pressure on me that I need to fall to my back in order to protect getting past or getting my back taken. So we'll play a little game where we'll start again in this open guard position, but my goal as bottom person is to be able to come up into this position for at least 3 seconds. And so this isn't going to be easy because Dan's going to want to put more pressure into me to keep me down. So I need to figure out like the timing on both sides. I need to figure out the timing on like how I'm going to frame him away, come up, and remain up for 3 seconds while he's going to try to like pull my leg out, push my shoulders down. And so like I want to be able to come up into this position and maintain it. So whether it's like keeping distance, swatting away, like maybe he's trying to push me, maybe I take his frame away, I want to stay in this position for 3 seconds. So at least you have a chance to play seated as well. So it's just like a little game of coming up into the seated position, meaning I need to retain my guard, but also just like use a little bit of framing and pushing and coming up into this position. Any questions?
We're going to start attacking the bottom too.
I think let's focus more on coming up to your butt and just like in this seated position. Like a good seated position too, like I don't really want to just be like this. This I can't really carry much weight. Yeah, Dan can pull my feet, I go straight back to the bottom. He can also just like run around and take my back. I'm not careful. Yeah. So that's not good either. So that's why I recommend like having one hand on the ground so you can kind of like push off and just kind of like wiggle your way around. So this is the position that we want to get to, and we're starting here, and the top person is going to be trying to keep the person down. Any questions? All right.